Is President Tinubu not the one living fake life? A country that doesn't have money, you are buying new private jets, presidential jets, that you even pass through the National Assembly. Today, we don't know how much to spend on that big, bogus jet.
My people, fearless Rufai don't fire back at Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who said that Nigerians are living fake life. Hey, Wahala don't boss, so trust Rufai now. In his reaction, he can point out all the lie, all the bad things wey don happen in Nigeria since Tinubu become the president of this country. He talk about economic hardship, insecurity issues, and weak anti-corruption measures. No be small thing o. Please let us watch this video together. Do not forget to like and share, and also subscribe to this channel for more updates. God bless you, my people.
Nigeria's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is saying that good life Nigerians thought they lived or they were living prior to his administration was fake and capable of collapsing the country. The president, who was represented by Wahab Egbewole, the vice chancellor of the University of Ilorin, spoke over the weekend during a convocation ceremony of the Federal University of Technology, Akure in Ondo State. Tinubu was quoted to have said that the removal of petrol subsidy and the unification of exchange rates were necessary to save Nigeria from the brink of collapse. Well, he's quoted as saying, "Unfortunately, the good life we thought we were living was a fake one that was capable of leading the country to a total collapse unless drastic efforts were urgently taken. The need to salvage the future of our children and bring the country back from its brink of collapse necessitated the strategic decisions to remove the fuel subsidy and also unify the exchange rates. I am not unaware of the consequences of the tough decisions on our people. I sincerely wish there could be softer options." Rufai.
With due respect, this is wrong. Nigerians were not living any fake life. It was not as if when the first subsidy was there, life was a whole lot better for Nigerians. It was just a measure to make things easier. There was still massive poverty. There was still massive pain. Even when Nigerians went abroad and they claimed they subsidized the naira, to the dollar, which was about 600, 700 then, how many people could really even afford that money? The economy was depressed. So you say Nigeria was living fake life. There was no living, it was not that we're living in paradise. But what we're telling President Tinubu every time is, did you think of the effect of destroying the lives further and devaluing the lives before you embarked on it? Mr. Cardozo was saying that they've saved over 6 trillion on subsidies for forex. Ask him how much in our GDP has reduced since all of these 2 monstrous measures have taken place in Nigeria. I can give you some figures. Nigeria's GDP, as at when the APC met it in 2015, before they decided to go ahead and lead us on this path of destruction, was inching close to 500 billion. Today, the GDP is more than half of that amount. The lives have been destroyed. Some projection says our GDP is now 199 billion. Do you want to prorate that in trillions of naira of how much has been lost in this economy? So they have not been productive. Is it the corruption we want to talk about? Is it the fakery that is going on? They are the ones that are fake. Do you know how many times they've told us Port Harcourt refinery is ready? Is that not the one giving us fake news? Didn't they tell us that it was mechanically complete at the start of the year? They said it was going to be ready in August, not ready. Now, and please, for the sake of people, what they did was simply a production unit churned out, the naphtha that they now have to go and blend with C5, cracked C5, because they don't have the converter unit that will convert the naphtha, the hydrocarbons in there, into something of high octane ratings. That refinery is not 100% complete. This is something they've took 1.5 billion for over 44 months. We are already 42 months away. Technimonte announced that thing on the 6th of April, 2021. 42 months down the line. Technimonte's announcement was that by 44 months' time, both complexes, the 150,000 barrel refinery and 60,000, will be working. 42 months in, they've just achieved 70% of the 60,000 barrels because they don't have a converting unit. Now, for all of those that are saying blending is an international practice, if you have a full-on converting unit, once you provide the naphtha, you have a converter that will be able to crack further the hydrocarbon. You don't need to go and get external C5 and now blend. Why is Dangote Refinery not doing that? Because they have the full-on units. So people should stop deceiving people. And the NNPC, after we revealed their lies, even confirmed that that's what they are doing. That they are taking the naphtha they are providing from their own column and they are going to crack it with, blending with crack C5. They are getting from Indorama. So they are the ones that have been faking Nigerians all this while. All the projects, the money they said they were going to save, invest in other projects, they've been faking Nigerians. So they are the ones that have been lying to Nigerians. They are the ones that are living fake life. Is President Tinubu not the one living fake life? A country that doesn't have money, you are buying new private jets, presidential jets, that you didn't even pass through the National Assembly. Today, we don't know how much to spend on that big, bogus jet. Is that not fake life?
Well, all right. Should we take another story then? Well, here in Lagos, a trending video showing men bursting water bags in factories and trucks has now become a subject of controversy after the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control refuted claims that the men were its officials. The Lagos State Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, had in a post on X claimed that the men in the video were NAFDAC officials carrying out an enforcement exercise targeting sachet water products that do not comply with the agency's standards. NAFDAC, however, in response to Wahab's post, said the destruction in the video are not part of its enforcement activities, describing it as unprofessional. Let's take a look at that video, Ayo, before we come back for a discussion.
Are you the manager here? Who is in charge of this place? Are you the one? Or you cannot talk. My friend, destroy this water, please. I don't have time to waste. Everything. Everything, I will slap you. I will ask them to beat you up. Just talk again. If I hear your voice, you will cry. I know. Yeah. That's Icon water. Who is in charge here? I want to see the person. Okay. When you finish, you go inside. Every water inside the factory should go down. Flat. Every single sachet in the factory should go down flat. Anybody stop you, tie them up.
Ayo. You know, Tokunbo Wahab had said that, these officials are not Lagos State officials. Now, NAFDAC is saying that they are not its officials. Yeah. So who are these people? The reason Tokunbo had reposted this is because there had been rumors that the Lagos State government had planned to, ban sachet water after the video made the rounds on social media. I know that you did see that tweet by Tokunbo Wahab, and it became like, a controversy now between NAFDAC and the Lagos State government. Lagos State is saying that they are not banning sachet water. And NAFDAC is saying that this is unprofessional. But we have seen these NAFDAC videos, Ayo. We've seen them in, liquor stores, breaking those liquor bottles, the wine liquor bottles and all of that. This is exactly what they've been doing, Ayo. So I don't know where this is all coming from. So
that's why it's easy
are they
for
criminals?
People to believe that it's official NAFDAC because this is their MO. Unfortunately, even though they said in their post on X that it's unprofessional conduct and this is not how they operate. But I think that's a bit far from the truth because we have seen in some instances where some of our zealous officers actually destroy produce or products of erring people. But there's a disconnect here and there are a lot of things wrong with this video, OG. First of all, it is disheartening to watch the destruction, irrespective of whether or not they've said, it's illegal or not, of produce such as this, especially at a hard time like this in Nigeria. Remember when those soldiers or enforcers were throwing away food produce as well? And we're talking about the fact that there are better ways of handling these things. There are better ways, especially in the kind of situation we find ourselves in the economy. So the Honorable Commissioner has come out to say that it is not from the Ministry of Environment and used the opportunity to say that they have no plans to ban sachet water. By the way, that plan would have been horrible because there would have been no alternative currently currently. We don't have potable water in the center of excellence, which is very sad. And then we have to resort to buying these sachet waters to augment, the failure in that area. And so it's difficult at the moment to ban sachet water because even though we talk about the impact on the environment, but it's difficult because there's no alternative for people who are on the lower income ladder to afford drinking water. Now, beyond that then is who are these people?
That's the main question.
We have a challenge on our hands whereby we've seen an increase in non-state actors taking on roles of state actors and enforcing the law in quotes without any authorization. We have seen it with traffic offenders, VIOs, then they'll come out and say, oh, these are not our officers, we don't subscribe to this kind of behavior. So who are these people? And then the video that we saw there, the man's face is very visible. It should be easy for us to be able to trace who he is. Then they were wearing a jacket. What emblem was on that jacket? Who are they representing? Because they said boldly that they were here and they acted with such, audacity, meaning that they had some sort of backing. In order to arrest this, it's not enough for the Lagos State Ministry of Environment and NAFDAC to come out and say, well, it's not us. Who is it?
Yes.
Who are the people going around having the audacity to destroy the sweat of people, whether or not, or whatever means it happened, without any kind of authority? Is this the kind of lawlessness that we now practice in our country? These are the challenges. So now, Oji, just end on this. If someone comes to my shop to say they want to check, how should I identify someone who is authorized to actually take those actions? Is it by their ID card? Is it by their uniform? How should people be able to identify?
So now these store owners have to be actually aware that NAFDAC have debunked it, Lagos State have debunked it. So anybody who comes to your store saying they want to check, you must look at their ID and you must question them and find out who. We also want to know who these people are that have destroyed the livelihood of some of these traders.
For watching. Bye.